What's happening? Landlord from Alabama. We looking at Chris Godwin, man. I feel like he is one of the bigger X factors of the game. I know his status is kind of in question at this point right now, man, but he really hurt us last year, and I want to look at a little of the film to see what we got. Now, I know this was the first game of the year. This was a new defense under a new DC. We were still trying to figure out personnel and the scheme, but we will not be successful playing 10 yards off of the receiver. It is no way we're going to get pressure on Tom Brady. If we playing that far off, he's just going to dink and dunk us to death. I know we were still trying to get everything together, man, but that defeats the purpose. That's exactly why we didn't get a sack on him last year. Now look at him on this play. He just beats Jordan Lewis. That's alarming. That raises my antennas because he was struggling while he was healthy, and now his status is up in question, up in the air, and now we really don't know if he's gonna be able to be 100%. So it's gonna be a struggle, man. That's gonna be one of the biggest matchups of the game. Do you put Anthony Brown on him since you don't have to worry about AB this year? How Dan Quinn chooses to line up against these receivers is going to be interesting. Now, one thing I noticed, they love to keep them in motion. They hit them right down the little flat route. It looks like Jordan Lewis got caught up in some trash back there trying to get away from these receivers. One thing I did notice about the Bucs offense, they love doing them rub type concepts, them basically illegal pick type routes. They like to use those type concepts to manipulate the way your defense is aligned. Hopefully Dan Quinn got an answer for that this year, because I know he's seeing the same thing I'm seeing. But look at this play. It's a dig route. Way too far off in coverage, in my opinion, man. We gotta tighten up the coverage. We cannot just sit back there and let Brady just operate comfortably. We must pressure him from all different angles and all different aspects. If you let him just have his way, it's gonna be a long day. He will dissect this defense, man, if we just sit back there and let him just operate, trying to play off, trying to play zone. We need to be aggressive. I know we were inexperienced last year. I know we know who we are now. We need to be more aggressive. Now look at this play. Jordan Lewis had great coverage on that play. One thing you will notice, that Brady, you know he gets the ball out super fast. 2-3 seconds is out of his hands, but Jordan Lewis didn't take nothing but L's this game. He did win some reps. He did have some nice plays like right there. Now like I say, it wasn't all bad for Jordan Lewis. He won this rep, but it probably was considered a drop. He was open on the slant. If you pay attention, Brady 2-step, 3-step drops, and he getting the ball out. Jordan Lewis was there to bother him. I believe he probably heard some footsteps right there from Keanu Neal. But look at this reoccurring thing. He stays in motion. They threw him with the little quick little screen pass, and that was a nice play by J. Run and company coming up, making the open field tackle. That's what they like to do. This is who they are. They like to keep him on the move. They like to get him out in space. This is something that we noticing from this team and from this defense. Now this play right here, it says a lot. Chris Godwin was wide open down the seam right here thanks to KZ. I'm glad we got Hooker playing full time this year, because this was a big time blooper right here. They caught us lacking in the zone down the seam, and KZ was late. I'm glad we got Hooker, but fortunately, Godwin dropped the ball. We can't count on that happening too many times. I know he was mad about that. Now the reoccurring theme again, he quick, fast, quick screen pass. That's how they get down. They like to get him in space. They like to see what he can do with the yards out the catch type game, man. And we're going to have to be ready to come up and tackle. Our DB's going to have to tackle better than that. We got to tackle better than that. We can't get caught lacking like that on the perimeter like that, man. Once again, he's on the move, and once again, it's a screen pass. But KZ made up for getting caught lacking down the seam on that play, man. He made up. This was a big time game momentum swinging type play, man. This was huge in a critical situation. Shout out to Devontae KZ, man. We needed that. It came up in a big time clutch situation. But I did want to ask the nation how they was feeling about this matchup, man. This was a big time critical part of the reason why we lost this game, man. Hopefully we can get him on the wraps and get him under control so he won't just wreck this game and hurt our chance to win. But that's all I got for you today, man. Just holla at your boy Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.